Fishing! Here we are again. Impenetrable wall of trees and a fence behind it. And something scratching around, which sounds rat-like. But we are gonna get a beautiful sunrise in a second. Judging by that glow coming through the trees. And there we are. This time I came here to Smith's Dock. I didn't have a clue where I was going. I still don't really. And I went straight down, just where the boat's passing there. Because there was someone fishing. Asked them where was good to fish, and they were moving, so I fished there. Problems with that spot, very, very muddy. Seemed to be the bottom of a pit for gathering water. And it was quite hard going over all the grass. I did notice this roadway running through the middle, and I suspect it won't be any worse further down there, because I've seen people fishing that end when I've watched from the other side. So I'm going to give it a go. I'm at the roadway now. I'm going to head down here. At the end of that road there's a place to fish. Some idiots have left all their gear here, but there you go, nothing new. This must have been a walkway along the edge previously, but it's closed off now. So that's North Shields Harbour. The big ship will be coming in there soon, and it's because of this that it's so deep here, which is why I wanted to fish it. Because even though the tide's out, it's the only time I can get to go fishing today is early morning when the tide's out. I at least am fishing into some water. I'm not dragging it over mud like I did the other day. And I think with that boat channel, it will still be quite deep. So, let's see what happens. First cast in. It's been in for, 3 minutes. I've not had a fish yet. It's a lot slower than last time. I'm only joking. So it's pretty much slack tide now. Still going out very slow. But we're getting knocked, so I'm gonna probably strike at that in a minute. Might be up to 4 minutes since the casting. Rod's out as well. Still getting lots of knocks, but there we go. They're not seeming to turn into anything. Knock, knock, and then gone. Just had the same on the other rod. So I'm wondering if it's just small whiting chewing at the bait. We'll have to pull the near side one in anyway soon. It's just had another knock, so we'll get that. Wow, tiny. That's one fish on the first rod I put out. The second rod's been getting knocked, so hopefully I'll get that one on that soon. As the tide turns, hopefully we'll get some more. About 25 minutes in and we've had one fish. If you've seen the other Smith's Docks video from Bonfire Night, I'd had 2 fish in that time. Indeed, hadn't managed to put the second rod together. The bites were coming so fast, and then it went completely dead. So this time I've made the point of starting at low tide, because it seemed to be the tide that was bringing the bites. I'm going to fish for 3 hours, then from low tide, and see if I do better. Plus it's a bigger tide this week than last, so I'm hopeful. Well, so far not a lot. Getting another bite again now. The tide has actually turned, and I think as that picks up I'm going to see more bites. I'm just over the moon. I've just noticed on Facebook that Des Taylor liked one of my comments that I'd made on a bird watching forum. Been reading Des Taylor since I was a kid, so yeah, chuffed with that. For those who don't know, he's an angling writer. Anyway, we're getting something on that one. I'll keep my eye on it and I'll come back if we get a fish. Brought the rod in that I haven't caught on yet. I've got completely bare hooks, circle hooks, so either very small fish or crabs. I'm going to change the bait on that one. Now the tide's starting to come in, I think we'll have some squid on that one. We cast that iron with the squid on. It's hit the bottom, settled, and we're getting a knock. So the squid might be key for getting more bites today. My friend Ryan insists on mixing your baits up and changing things to find out what works. He's always trying new stuff. He said to me a couple of weeks ago he thinks the brightness of the squid got them bites. We'll see if this turns into one. Just to give you an idea, this is how close we are to the main shipping channel. And my near side rod is cast into it. So just tightening it up so the rod doesn't go in if we have a problem. The FDS ferry coming in from Holland. And I'm getting a bite as it comes. Oh, someone turned off the lights. Well, I've just brought in another stripped hook. Slightly disappointing. I think the fish or the crabs are having this, but little ones. I'm hoping the tide's going to bring something bigger in. Oh, is that a bite? Just had a little knock on this rod. Just had a guy come down who's moved on to the other end of Smith's Dock to fish. He showed me probably a more pleasant way of getting in and out. And he tells me he's been fishing the last few days and just had whiting. So I had a flatty, so that's a win. I mean, it was a postage stamp flatty, but it was still a flatty. Definitely getting some attention on that rod. The incoming tide's just reached a point where it means people can access the harbour easily, because we suddenly have boats coming out a lot more frequently than previously. So I've just pulled in the nearest rod to me, which is the one with black lud and squid on, and it had hardly any bait left on it. Stripped hook, so I've just rebaited, cast back in and got a knock straight away. It's really hard to see what I'm videoing with the sun just there. You might be able to see the bells just moving a bit. There's something playing with the bait, but it could be a crab. Drop back on the further rod. It might be the tide pulling, starting to pull a bit, and it's just lifted the weight. Or it could be something lifting the weight. It has happened in the past. 3 hours. I was really hoping to have had some fish by now. I haven't got much longer left. We're getting towards halfway on the tide. Really wanted to see some. Well, just had that dab. Just getting a bite again on the other rod. And a bite again on the rod I've just put in. So there's stuff happening. It's definitely needs the tide flowing through to show decent results here. But there's a lot of crap going through, so it could be crap on the line. I'm not here for much longer, so I would like to catch another fish, at least beat what I did the other night. 2 fish, tiny ones, both see-through sand dabs, I think. It's surprised the sand dabs are this far upriver. We're about a mile upriver here. Could just been tiny flounder and I got it wrong. They did have that rough back turn though. Something knocking that. I'm going to pull this one in. Might be a tiny sand. Fortunately, just caught right under where I was fishing. You can see where he's been. Pretty sure he could see me. And I had a bite just before he came. And we've got a little codling. There we go. We'll get the codling back and then we're done with that one. That's it. 3 fish now. We've beaten the last total. Quite happy. We're getting some little knocks on this rod that's, I'm casting them all out and they're just rolling around with the river. It's really pulling through now, which is what we wanted. Just little knocks there. Doesn't seem to be anything on the line, so something moving there. Oh, that's just coming up the river. Dolphin. I think it's porpoise. Could be a seal. But it seems to be, oh, that's a nose. There we go. There's a dolphin coming up the river. Dolphin, I mean seal. I said dolphin twice. Seal going up the river. Duh. I bring that. That's better. Decent fish. Oh. Well, that's a whiting. That's over a pound. There we go, whiting, over a pound. Decent fish. And yeah, pleased with that. Biggest whiting of this season. Now the fish is back. I've realised why that felt so heavy. I didn't just bring my own line in, I brought somebody else's. So yeah, free tackle, get in. Brilliant. And to bring in my last rod now. It's been slow when the tide wasn't moving, but once it got going, it's been all right. 4 fish, 1 codling, decent whiting, and a couple of little dabs. I'm happy. I hope you are. I hope you've enjoyed watching it. Please like and subscribe. I'm just on the verge of 800 subscribers. I would like to get over that line. So thank you and have a good day.